The journey with e-learning really started from my students and seeing a need with my students. And that meaning that in my first undergraduate coursework, I first started playing around with e-learning was time-based and flexibility. And it was a way for me to meet their needs with having to do field experience in schools and work with students in the classrooms in the surrounding counties, but also try to give the same kind of time in the classroom. So e-learning was an opportunity for me to say, we can move some of this online and then build in more time and more space for you to spend time with students. So e-learning is a great avenue for that. I still am a little jarred when I meet them face to face for the first time because I feel as if I'm very connected to them in an offline way. So just today I met with a student face to face and said, oh, that's what you look like. And even though you can see their picture in the discussion board, it still is funny to have the relationship first and the face to face later versus the way we traditionally connect with human beings.
So I think with me, my field is digital satellite image analysis. So I was digital when the first Macintosh version of PowerPoint came out. And one of my fields is cartography. And cartography went from the static paper map to the very interactive map. And now we call that form of map design with computers that you can interact with geovisualization. And that helped me understand that there are many things we can do with a computer that you can't do with static resources. And so when I first came to Cell and started working with Cell, I realized I should revamp all of my material because there are many ways that the students can be brought in and interact with the material. So now what I'm doing is I'm discovering all the different ways I can develop new interactive materials for the students, and that means discussion boards, that means projects that do various things. Right now I'm working on lots of Google Earth projects where they fly down to the street level and look up alleys and look at buildings and answer questions related to the content of the course. And the staff here who've helped me to design all these programs have given me more ideas than I can act on.
So how do your students respond to your different online courses?
Just yesterday I got a call from North Carolina, and it was a Department of Defense contractor who was a Marine. And he was telling me he's gone through the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency's training programs, and he found that they weren't very useful, but my course has been dynamite for him, and him and all of his buddies are sitting around watching it and reviewing the pieces and exploring it. And he was telling me that he was worried about his grade, was why he was calling me, but he was going on to tell me that the material that we're presenting in our GIS curriculum is far better than what they're getting at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. If they're in the job category called image analyst or GIS analyst, we're giving them much better training.
It has been a wonderful experience. Honestly, when I first began, I had no idea how to really go about putting my course together. Julie Golden was actually one of the first people to really help me out, and she took me through going through my course, letting me know what it needs and the type of tools that are there to be able to convey my materials that I'm using in the class in the most effective manner. It's been great. I've just found it to be so much fun, and it's just a learning journey. Like I've been going to the project development meetings that you guys have on Fridays, and that always gives me ideas from the person heading the meeting and the other faculty members on ways on changing my courses a little bit and just make the class more engaging, I guess.